Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tarot by Sherry. I'm Sherry, and today, Sunday, February 23rd, I want to look into that email that Elon Musk sent out yesterday afternoon, instructing the federal employees to reply to the email and with the 5 things they did last week. So without any more commentary, I'll get to that. I just want to look at so kind of the heart of this reading is going to be what's going on with that email, what's the outcome of that email, just kind of that whole, what does this look like? So let me turn this down so that you can see the cards here. So I'm going to be looking into that email that went out, kind of the what's going to happen with that. What's the repercussions of what's going on with that email? This is for entertainment purposes only. So let's see here. What does this look like? What's going on with this email? Okay, the heart of this. I have been getting the Empress card always stands for our country. This is the United States. And I say the United States because this is the country we live in. This is anybody's home country is going to come up as the Empress. So that's interesting that's the heart of this reading is our country. And Knight of Wands, messages, Knights, usher changes. What is the messaging for our country? What does our country stand for? And that's kind of, we're at the crossroads right here. So that's the heart of this. Which, okay, that's not what I was really asking about, but that's what came up. So let's see where this goes from here. The Nine of Pentacles. How is it that, once again, strong, stable, secure female? I see this as as our country. And right now we are not in a strong position, but that's what's coming in. King of Pentacles. I consistently get this as Musk. Musk is at the heart of this. Okay, the man with money. What's the messaging? Ace of Wands, Bully Club. This is what's coming in. So this looks like this is all about messaging. This email was sending a message. And the Judgment card. If you've seen my previous readings, I consistently get this card. So much so that I went back and looked it up. Like, am I missing something here? And it's like, no, it is what it is. So this is sounding the horn of truth. This is people rising up. Once again, this is a lot of Pluto energy. This Pluto was discovered during the atomic bomb time in our country. So there's a lot of explosive energy with this card. It's facing judgment for what you've done. This is what's coming out. Okay, this is what is to be. This is kind of the outcome of this. I'm really noticing those fires and flames there on that horn of truth. Trial by fire. I mean, the people are not happy. Okay. And so if I take a step back, which I always like to do, and just kind of look at this whole picture, this is our country, and we're definitely at this crossroads of what's our message going to be? Who are we as a country? And the foundation is this really what we are? Are we really going to be a country that is turned over to the oligarchs? Okay. Or are we going to be, a country of diversity, a country of prosperity for everyone? This is, where are we? What are we? Who are we as a country? And once again, asking that question, messages. What is it? I mean, I'm just really feeling that really strongly. And you get the Judgment card, people rising up. The people will decide. That's some energy there. And what I find interesting is that we, the people, is a major arcana card. and the King of Pentacles is not. Now, the King of Pentacles, this is somebody who is holding the money. This is someone who's definitely they think that they're in a strong position. But the Judgment card is going to be a stronger position, but just because it's a major arcana card. And this encompasses, this is one person. This is us, the country, the entire country, we the people. And, who are we aligning with? And if you look here, both of these cards are very similar. Let me pull these down just a little bit and hold these up. The Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. These cards both carry very similar meanings. The Empress, just think, the mother, Mother Earth. And this is a card of, peace, prosperity. I love the, just the colors in this card. It's just all, these cards complement each other very well whenever they come, in a reading together. So that's interesting that's kind of, and then you put, and once again, this is Major Arcana, the Major Arcana card of the Empress and the Judgment. The people rise up for our country, okay? And then if you want to put here, look at these cards together. One, these are all Minor Arcana. These are not as strong a position as these other cards. These cards is Elon Musk's messaging. And also, I've been getting wands as the coding also. There's coding going on here. It's not ready to bring online. I got that in a previous reading, the 404 file not found, and that the problems that they're having with that. But it's also about the messaging. He thinks he's just going to tell everyone that everyone believes him. And it's like, no, people don't believe you. So if you look at this, the people are who's holding the power. The people are going to decide this, not the oligarchs. Okay. And so that's interesting because I was asking about that email. So let's see. This is kind of like that base reading, the energy that's going, that is surrounding that. So let's see, just specifically, what is going to be the results of that email? What can we expect, tomorrow or Tuesday? Because I think the deadline was Monday at 11:59 p.m. So let's see what's going to be what's going to happen with this tomorrow and going into Tuesday. Okay, and with that being said, heavy burden. I find, okay, I'm going to put out more on this. Tens are messages. This is a burden card. This is a heavy burden card, so a lot of messages. If you're watching this, I'm pretty sure that you have seen the suggestions that everybody overwhelm that email that the federal employees were told to reply to. I am not advocating that one way or the other. I'm just saying that is what that we've all seen that post going around. Use your better judgment in that. So that's all I'm going to say. But it looks as though the email servers are getting overwhelmed. So that's, and Ace of Swords is covering that. This is decisive action. I kind of wonder if, okay, let's keep, everybody has decided to overwhelm these servers, this email. So let's see what else comes in. I'll come back to that one, I'm sure. Toxic relationship. Toxicity. Okay. This is one being shackled to a situation that is toxic. Toxic partnerships. Okay. And that's the energy coming into this. Okay. So that's the base here. A lot of times these decks show this, back here, troubled waters. What's coming out in the horizon right now. It's about money, and it's that partnership in money. What goes in comes out. And it's just this cycle, and it's this connection. And this is what is at the base here of this is about. And I keep getting this card consistently as well, as far as the what Musk is doing, and just the connection to money, the partnership in money. And as I said, what's standing out here is what's on the horizon. What kind of troubled waters are we getting ready to enter into, and with it concerning money? And not just money, security, stability, could be, the security of our nation, just all of that. Anything Pentacles is that tangible, things in our life. So hopes and dreams. Okay. So what's interesting that's standing out in this card to me is this, pouring water into the well, but also pouring it out onto the land. Where are we finding our nourishment? Okay. And Ten of Pentacles. This is a complete, tens are completion of a cycle, completion of what it is that it's those physical goals. I mean, as I said, Pentacles is just that it's our physical reality. What is it that is bringing us the security, and that this is coming it's coming to a head. It really is. So take a step back. Major arcana here is going to be the Star and the Devil. There's our hopes and dreams, and then just the toxicity it's almost like this is our past. This was who we are as a country. And now we've just got this truly evil influence that's trying to influence who we are as a country. And I want to know about this Ten of Pentacles. What is this Ten of Pentacles? I want a little bit more clarity on that as it relates to that email. What's interesting is I'm getting a lot of just like the bigger message, the bigger picture. It's like that email doesn't really come up. Okay, let me pull this up just a second. Okay, those emails, that email that came out, it's like, yeah, that's a thing, and yeah, people are going to send in their emails, and they're going to, overwhelm the servers and all of this. But as I asked about where's that going, I'm getting like, it's almost like this starts that tipping point. This is one more proverbial straw on the camel's back. This is one of those, just one more thing that is just to that breaking point. So I'm going to ask again and see if once again I can get a little bit more clarity of this. But this is really feeling as though people are waking up. Let's say that. So let me put this back down and we'll see about this Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, I got to get a drink real quick. Just thought I'd say I love my Green Day Stanley mug. They're my favorite band. Okay. Sorry about that. So this Ten of Pentacles, what is going on here? What is this Ten of Pentacles? Who's holding the money? What is this completion? It's almost like, as I said earlier, we're at this crossroads of, and that's the overwhelming the servers. Yeah. We're at this crossroads. Who are we as a country? Who is it that we are going to be? And, I keep seeing, Star Wars, the original 3, please let this be the movie Return of the Jedi and not Empire Strikes Back again. Okay, so back to this. What is this Ten of Pentacles? Like who controls that? Where is that going? Moving forward, but I'm almost feeling like it's a balanced approach, the justice system. And, okay. Yeah, this is the people win. I mean, that's the main thing I can say here is that the people win, with this eventually. I mean, this isn't going to be, but it's interesting that I was asking specifically about the emails. And do you see all these major arcana? I mean, these are huge major arcana cards, of being at the crossroads. Where are we? Where are we going? And the reason I say, I'm going to get to why I say that this is the country of the people, by the people, for the people, all of that, we the people. This is moving forward in a balanced approach. And the reason, a lot of times I have been getting this with Trump and Musk just forging ahead, but it's the cards around it that tells me it's like, but it falls apart. This is like, they're losing the wheels on the chariot as they go forward. However, this is paired with the Justice card. This card is all about fairness and balance. Let's see if I can get the glare off that for you. This is all about the sword of truth. Okay, the sword of truth, the balance of the scales. Lady Liberty. I mean, this is all, God bless America, and how we're going to go forward in a balanced approach for everyone. Okay. These two cards together, these are really actually very powerful cards. This is telling me that these emails, this is a turning point for us as a country. Now, the third card that came out in this is the Seven of Swords. These are their major arcana. This is where the major energy is. Okay. Where the minor energy is the Seven of Swords. This is this is another one of those cards I keep consistently getting. The fox in the hen house. This is someone who is taking what they can grab, leaving under the dark of night. In a lot of decks, this is more of this has a darker background. So just think of this kind of like as the sun rises, this person is trying to, trying to take everything they can, leaving, and they don't even care what they're leaving behind. Okay. So this is telling me that, I think that Musk and Trump are realizing, if they're not realizing it, what is it? They're fuck around, find out. They have fucked around and they are quickly coming to their find out moment. The American people will not tolerate this. And they're going to do whatever they can, but this is someone who's fleeing. So that's why this is the minor card. This is the major arcana. This is where the major energy is. The major energy is this. Okay, which I find it interesting that it's the Justice card, because it's not going to be the Justice Department. I'm wondering if the Supreme Court isn't stepping in some major way to truly put a stop to this. I don't know. That we'll have to wait and see on that, of where that is to come. Wow. I'm just sitting here kind of stepping back to see if there's any other messages or thoughts that I'm having. I said I'd come back to this. As far as the emails go, this was the only thing that came up truly concerning the emails, which is people are going to overload the system. There's a question. Even on, I always, tell people, be aware of where you're getting your news from. The Midas Touch is like one of my favorite. I was watching them before, they were number one. I like to say I was watching them before it was cool to watch them. All the cool kids are watching Midas Touch. And so where was I going with that? I just lost my train of thought. The emails overcoming. They were mentioning this. How are they going to read all of these emails? So first of all, it was only going to be 2 million federal employees that were got this email. But then they released the HR email address to reply to. Some of these agencies are being advised by their department heads, by the heads of those, do not respond to the email. And then you've got, the email is sent, it has been posted. It's out there for anybody that wants it, but I'm not going to post it here. And that this is like overwhelming the server. This is something, I'm sorry, going back to the Midas Touch. They were talking about how are they going to read all these emails? How are they literally going to read millions of emails? If it was just even the 2 million federal employees, how are they going to do that? They're going to interface an AI program. That's the only way they can do this, that they could, go through that. Unless they just make it a blanket, they don't even try reading the emails. So let's talk about that. I'm curious because I've been getting that AI programming is not really going as well as what they think it should. So I'm wondering if that email was just a practice run for that. Sorry, I was fangirling Jay just a little bit on Midas Touch. But yeah, no, I really do like them a lot. They do really great work over there. So real quick before I look at that, I just want to, have good sources of news. This is a little public service announcement. Have good sources of news. Where are you getting your news from? As I said, Midas Touch, excellent. I love the Bulwark. Some people on MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, must watch TV there. We need to support these independent press. Okay. And those that are willing to speak truth to power. So that's a big thing right there. And so what I am offering here is go watch the news. And then some of those bigger stories come back here to my channel, and we're going to process this, kind of like processing our emotions through this. And I'm using Tarot to do that. I'm using the Tarot to kind of, let's look at this and let's help unpack it. Let's help process the emotional side of this and kind of see where we can be empowered to make choices moving forward. Okay, that is my goal here with doing the political tarot, especially during this time. So back to our regularly scheduled program of what happens specifically. Like, I want to know, how's he going to be, is he going to try using AI to read these? Like, is this something like a trial run? I kind of get this feeling it's a trial run of something. So let's see, what is this? How is he going to read these? What's he going to do to process these emails? Oops, I don't know why those are off to the side. Okay. What's he going to do to process these emails? Musk. Okay, and with that, I'm going to leave those there just as the center here. Coming together, to, the Lover's card, something's disappointing, something doesn't work, not all hope is lost. Yes card. Be patient, temperance, illusion. My Four of Wands is going to be stability, security, but just like a happy home, messaging of, oh, it's all fine. This is all fine. But being paired up with this Five of Cups is a lot of disappointment in this. And the Ace of Cups. Emotional new beginnings. So these... Where are we here? This is a lot of water. Oh my goodness, except for the wands. But this is just a lot of water cards. So emotions running high. This is almost like, I'm getting this feeling of the pairing of the emails with AI. This is like two things coming together. And it's interesting that it's the Lover's card. Like, they actually thought this was going to work. That's the feeling I get with that. But what crosses that was the Five of Cups. This is like, it doesn't work. See these spilled cups over here? And this is where the focus is of, it doesn't work. But what are we going to do next? And this really is it's a card of disappointment, but it's a card of not all hope is lost. So it's almost like this was just they've tried maybe, 3 different things. We got 2 more things to go. Maybe, that very well could be it. I think they're very quickly learning that this is not working. This is your patience card. This is one of the subconscious with the conscious, combining these two things, going forward in a way that makes sense. This is patience. This is planning. This is not being emotional. This is keeping those things in balance. But with this card here, this is telling me no. This is the disappointment in this. They're not being patient. And then the Page of Cups. Most tarot readers are going to have, certain cards that mean certain things to them. This is always my yes card. Just whatever I'm asking, yes. And so let's take a little bit closer look at this one. Pages are messages. I'm sorry. Yes, pages are messages, and cups are, I had a second thought that came in as I was saying that, so sorry. And cups is that, it's the emotions, it's our love, it's the subconscious, it's the, I always say it's all that watery stuff. I'm an earth sign, so I can get, a little bit of water goes a long way with me. And then but pages are also immature. Think of it like a childlike outlook. So this is someone who really isn't in control of whatever is going on around them. They're trying to be that way, but they're not. They just don't have the maturity to do that. The fish in the cup, and then you've got, the roses here, like trying to be an adult, trying to, be that, but they're not being, it's just, I'm getting the feeling from this card that this is someone who is a little in over their heads, very much. And if you notice here, the blue, once again, a lot of water, represents water. There's just a lot of water around this card and lack of maturity. I wonder if this is going to be, I keep getting the Hackers as the Page of Cups. Or the pages. I wonder if these are going to be, the little Doge team, if they're going to be the ones that kind of are saying this isn't working, and that actually would make sense. That makes, okay, there we go. That makes sense. These are young, barely adults, and they're under stress, they're sleeping there, you can only go so far, with what they're doing, that they're just gonna, it's almost like they don't have the mental fortitude to keep going. That's what I'm feeling here with this. Yeah. So I'm curious about, so they try to do this interface. They're trying to do, it's almost like a trial run. It's a trial run of this AI, and I just keep getting this feeling it's not working. So what's going to happen to the federal employees in this? What's going to happen? Because honestly, I get this feeling that maybe they're just going to, fire everybody. I mean, my goodness. And I don't really want to put that out there, but it's that level of frustration. Like, we can't get this to work, so we're going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. They would rather do that than admit that they were wrong or what they're doing isn't working. So let's come back here and just say what's going to happen to the federal employees. Okay, federal employees. Yeah, this is unfortunately, some are going to be let go. This is just another way for them to justify cutting more jobs. Not all is lost. Okay, there's hope in this situation, hopes and dreams. The people rise up, consistently get that. Messaging, coding, the person in charge looking into the past, and the Four of Swords. It's not working. Okay, this person is like, where did I go wrong? What went wrong? This is kind of like the foundation of what's coming into this situation, which leads to people being disappointed. They're not going to see their life's work and dreams taken from them, and they rise up. And then the final card that's going to come out of that, Eight of Pentacles. This is everybody working together. This is the resistance is coming from many different directions. There's a lot more to do. We're working on it. Okay. So yeah. What is the bigger card? The root of this is definitely, the root of this is this Five of Pentacles, but you get these major arcana cards coming up. And, I am not going to discount what the federal employees are going through right now. Okay. I will say, in the big picture, these fives, I always say the fives aren't real strong cards, but it still sucks when you're in them. Okay. This sucks because it's the unknown. Okay. It's the unknown, but people are standing up. People are like, no, this is not going to be what our country becomes. This is the being empowered to stand up and, rising up and judging. There's work to do. Okay. This is where the people are going. This is where the people are looking to. They're over here while the people are organizing, protesting, crashing their email servers. They're looking at, well, what can we do? They're looking to cover their own asses and not really the people. Okay. They're looking at, what is it that we can do with the coding? Why is this not working? Okay. And I keep saying, the coding, I keep saying the coding isn't going to work. That could just be like a placeholder name. Whatever it is that they're doing doesn't work. That's the main thing. So even if I'm saying the word coding, just keep in mind, it's whatever they're doing, they're trying to get this to work. And in the meantime, the people have had it. We are organizing, we are judging, and we are working together. So that's kind of this bigger message of, yes, we are going to come out ahead of this hardship. We are rising up, and we're going to, this is like, there's work to do, and we're willing to roll up our sleeves and do the work. So, yeah, interesting reading on that. Really interesting reading. I really was not expecting that. I was expecting it just to be kind of like, yeah, people email them. Maybe it crashes the servers. They realize that, maybe they need to step that back a little bit. If anything, it looks like they almost doubled down, which for the people is only going to empower us more, enrage us more to stand up against that tyranny. So, yeah, that's what I got today. Thank you for joining me and spending some of your time with me. If you liked this video, check out some of my other videos. As long as there's news to be told, I will be here doing the political tarot. So, as I said, go get your good news from your, it's not good news, but get your news from good news sources, and then come here and we'll be kind of unpacking some of that emotional side of that stuff about, what are our choices and how are we going to move forward. So once again, thank you, like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you on the next video. Have a great day.